Welcome everyone. Today we're going to begin a Hatha Yoga short form. Let's take a standing posture, open toes, long legs, long spine, deep breath. Begin by emphasizing a lift of the sternum and tucking the chin. Half moons, rolling the head to one side and then back to center. Other side, not rolling the head back, but just rolling the head over to the shoulder, continuing this half moon. And when you're ready, come back to center. Renew the length of the spine, lift the chest, roll out the wrists a few times, get the little crunchies out of the wrists, and do both directions. Very good, and we'll roll the hips. Taking some deep breath as always. Do about 3 or 4 each way. Feet parallel. Chair pose, just a little chair. And come back to center. Deeper chair if you like. You can stay with the little chair, you can do a medium chair, or you can go really low. And come back to center. And then one more time, chair pose. As low as it feels good on your joints. Arms opening and extending. And then downward dog. Knees down. Roll out the back. And then switch to cat push-ups, hugging the arms in. Next is levitated cat. Lift the knees just a little bit, flat back. Keep the knees low to the ground. Press strong through the hands and feet. Downward dog, hips high, head down. Long lower back. And walk or hop to the top of the mat. Go into a half lift and then a full fold. Again, chair pose, standing pose. Standing arch or neutral spine. So arms come up, abs in, either neutral or stretch back, mostly opening the chest. And plank pose. Kneel down and assist the right foot up into a lunge pose. After a breath or two here, lengthen the back leg and either take a high lunge or a high lunge holding the knee or crescent lunge. Exhale, downward dog. And again, kneel down. Left foot up. Runner's pose, the knees above the ankle. And lengthening the back leg, either stay down, part way up, or extend the arms for a deeper crescent lunge. And exhale, downward dog. Right leg high, and release. Left leg high. And one more time, back to the right side, but then this time, right leg steps up, light step, crescent lunge, second round. Takes a little bit of balance. You can always do a shorter stance, a little more ease, a longer stance for more challenge. Deep breath. Exhale. Downward dog. Left leg high. Big step. Crescent lunge. 3 breaths, approximately. You have a nice strong back leg. You can be higher for more ease, lower for more strength. Keeping the back leg tone is good for a deeper stretch. And downward dog. Knees down. Let's go ahead and turn to the side and then walk or hop the feet apart. Little bend in the knees and come on up. Open the right foot, open it all the way. Turn the back foot in. Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, we'll segue into triangle. Long legs and a long spine. Take triangle with the arm behind the back. It's okay to be higher if you need to, so the chest can stay open. Being low is only something I recommend if you can keep the chest open and the body in line with the legs. Bend the right thigh and then come back up to Warrior 2. Soften everything, let's switch sides. Open the left foot, make sure it's quite a bit open and turn the back foot in. Warrior 2, just to pass through here briefly, and then lengthening into Trikonasana. Being higher is totally fine. I recommend that. I spent many years myself at that higher position, and eventually I refined the alignment and the depth. Focus on the alignment first, the breath. We're going to take the arm behind the back. That helps us to open the chest and shoulder a little more. And a little bit more time here. Very good. Bend the knee above the ankle. Have the elbow very soft on the thigh. Pass through that. Take Warrior 2. Come back to center. Center the feet. And hinge down. And then bending the knees. Lift the chest. And then lengthen the legs round the back. A couple more times. Bending the knees. Lifting the chest. Lengthen the legs round the back. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Lengthen the legs round the back. And then come to neutral spine. And the knees come on up. Slowly walk back so the feet are a little wider than the hips and do a few squats. And then sustain the squat. All right, let's carefully sit down and switch to hands and knees. Extend the right leg, just lift hip level. Lift the left arm. And switch sides. Excellent. One more round of the levitated cat. Crawl under the toes, lift the knees just a little bit. Squeeze the core. And then knees down, lower all the way. Reach back to the feet. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, gentle cobra, and lift the hands. Exhale, release. Inhale, locust. Exhale, release. Inhale, locust, arms back. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, little soft elbows. Exhale, lower. And inhale, roll the cobra, tuck the chin, come on up. Release. Next, we're going to set up for bow pose. You can do a sphinx or a locust with bent knees if you prefer. Otherwise, holding feet or ankles, hug the knees in. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Hands under the hips, and then right leg lifts. And switch sides. Very good. Next is the Sphinx pose. This is a little more grounding. We've been using strength in our back work sequence. Now this still takes a certain amount of strength. We can just sort of hang out here for a while. Just breathe and be calm. When doing back work, the more you get used to it, the more you need less rest in between different poses or repetitions of poses. But I always encourage students to feel free to rest, maybe skip a pose or take an extra breath before the next back sequence. Developing the back muscles takes some time, especially in the slouching oriented society, which doesn't just reduce our ability to have healthy posture, it weakens our back muscles. That's why it's important to reshape the posture and strengthen those back muscles. Deep breath. And we'll take the next several breaths without me using the words back muscles. Starting now. And we'll take one more deep breath. Come on down when ready. Use the core and lift. A breath or two in plank. Very firm legs, flat back or slightly rounded. And then downward facing dog. Hips high, head down. Strong pressure through the hands. Yeah, knees down. And let's go ahead and slowly switch to sitting with the legs out in front. We're going to roll the femur a little bit, just loosen up the hip, and do both sides. Okay. Sitting cross-legged now. Maybe sit on a blanket or a pillow. Let's take a nice lateral bend. And soften this shoulder, maybe a little bend in that elbow. Keep the chest open, deep breath. And other side. Very good. Come back to center. Let's take right ear, right shoulder, and really sink that left shoulder. Other side. Come back to center. And next, either have the left leg straight out or tucked under into a half Virasana. Arms up, abs in, and twist to the right. And come back to center. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Now if your knee hurts, have the leg straight out. I would say if you modify easy on either side, you should do it on both sides. Otherwise you're gonna have one tight knee that never gets stretched and one leg that's hyper flexible. So even though it's tempting to do something challenging on the side that you can do it on, it's not good for you, sorry. Arms up and twist to the left. Very good. Come back to center. And the final sitting pose is going to be a butterfly. You know, if you need to roll out your thighs for a second and then switch into that, sometimes massage out the knee that was just in Virasana, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, butterfly, the feet open, and it helps to flex the glutes just a little bit to just open the feet like a well-read book, and the knees just lengthen out and down. ready, knees lift. And we're going to adjust to the top of the mat. Scooting up to the top of the mat. When you have all the space you need, slowly roll down and give yourself a hug in knees to chest. From knees to chest, release the feet to the ground, and we'll take a Shavasana as our closing posture. Slow down the breath and enjoy this as a time for reclined meditation. When you're ready, transition back to knees to chest. Slowly make your way to a comfortable seat. And we'll conclude with a clearing breath and a round of Om. Breathe in, let it all out with the exhale. And then inhale for Om. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Take care and looking forward to the next time.